Welcome back to Trash Plays Ashes Ascendancy, and today we're going to be playing Arren Frostpeak versus Indiri Aldair at 5 aspects, and I have replaced 3 of Arren's cards as my way of upgrading him. And by upgrade, I mean just remove the cards I don't like and put in Kana's cards instead, because Kana cards are very strong. So I've replaced Warwind, Retreat, and Summon Frost Talon, and I've replaced them with Tailwind, Summon Gale Windhawk, and Gathering Clouds. I am playing with 5 aspects as opposed to, what would it be, 4 plus 3 is 7 if you were playing the campaign mode when they want you to like replace 3 cards per aspect you add or whatever, but I don't really like that, and I don't really care about the campaign mode either. It's not, whatever. Anyways, and it also would take forever. Playing with 7 aspects would take absolute ages, and I don't want to submit you to that, and nobody would watch a video that long anyway, so let us roll to see who goes first. Or no, not see who goes first. Let's roll to see what my dice are like. I see 2 owls, that's good, and 3 basics, and 1 moon. What are these dice down here? A second moon and 3 basic nature dice. That's okay. I did get 2 owls, that's pretty good. So I am playing with 7 astro die and 3 nature dice as my spread, because my only nature dice in this deck are for the Summon Gale Windhawk, but I can still use them to pay for basic costs and stuff like that, so that's going to be pretty good. So players do go first in Ashes, so let us see what we're going to do. I'm going to start by playing my Summon Stellar Oracle. I think my plan is basically to just fish for the Tailwinds and hope that I can do a big swing as opposed to trying to fight Indiri fairly, because he scares me. So I'm going to play my Tailwind as my side action, and that's going to be it for me. Now we roll for Indiri Aldair's turn. That's going to be a crown. Crown is going to raise a basic dice to a crown, and we're going to activate the ready spell. So ready spell 1 is going to be raise 1 that is the ready spell 1 is raise 1 basic dice 1 level, and we're also going to reveal a Fletch. Fletch is always the first thing revealed somehow, and this has Fletch 1. At the end of the round, and when this unit is destroyed, place 1 status token on the Dragonborn. It is a 1/1/1 with a shield icon. Now it's going to be my turn. They're not going to attack, so I'm safe from attacks, so I might as well play my Summon Gale Windhawk. Oh, I forgot that I'm going to be playing my ready spells up here because I don't need as much space for units, so I might as well put them where there's less space, and it is easier to see the cards down here than the ones that are over here because of the way that my lighting is set up. Sorry about that, but there's really nothing I can do if you want to be able to see what I'm doing. So that's going to be my main action. For my side action, I don't think I'm going to be using Arren Frostpeak's ability to destroy the Fletch, but I will need at least 1 leaf. So I'm going to meditate 1 off the top of my deck, and that is a Tailwind, unfortunately. Well, I'm not going to be using 3 Tailwinds this game, but I'm going to turn this into a frog, and then it's going to be their turn. Roll a dice to see what they're going to do. That's going to be another crown, and so they're getting very, very close to getting their first status token. So that's going to turn a basic into a crown, and we're going to reveal a Lion Weight. This is a 3/2/2. It has concealed. This unit cannot be targeted by attack spells or abilities or dice powers an opponent controls, as this obviously goes away once they are exhausted, but they are not exhausted just yet, and it has Unseen. This unit cannot be blocked unless all attacking units without the Unseen ability have been blocked. And I've been seeing a lot of questions on like Reddit and stuff asking like, when would that ever come up? Units attack 1 at a time. But as a reminder, if they have the center icon, which this does, when a center icon attacks, every unit with the center icon attacks at once. So you would have to block all of his arrows and stuff like that before you can block the Lion Weight. So now it's my turn. What do I want to do? I think at this point I want to play my Gathering Clouds. This is going to cost a moon and a basic, and my main and my side action. Very, very expensive, but I think it's worth it. I get to put 2 Cloud Spirit Conjurations onto my battlefield. These are just 1/1s, and they have Disperse. Discard at the end of the round unless you control another copy of this card. So unless I keep both of them alive, they will go away. And this will also put an Astro Die from my Exhausted pool onto my Phoenixborn, and I do have an Astro Die in my Exhausted pool, and I get to put it onto my Phoenixborn, and that's going to be the end of my turn. Rolling to see what they do. Unfortunately, I did not put something that lowers their dice. Yeah, I don't have anything that lowers their dice in my hand. Probably should have done that. Rolling another crown. All crowns today. So that's 5 non-basic dice. That's going to turn these into basics, and he's going to get a status token, and it's going to activate Ready Spell 1, turning 1 of these basics into a crown, and we're also going to reveal another Fletch. Okay. That's not great. So now it's my turn. They're going to get an arrow. I suppose I might as well play my Skybreak Captain. So this is going to cost an owl, a moon, and a basic to play, and this has uplift. When this comes into play, place an astro die from your exhausted pool onto it. So this is going to get an astro die, and it has arrow command 1. When this unit has an astro die on it, or if it has an astro die on it, as a side action, I can increase the attack value of another unit I control by 1 for the remainder of the turn. For my side action, I will do absolutely nothing, and it's going to be, yeah, I'm going to do absolutely nothing. Now it's going to be their turn. That's going to be another crown, raising this basic to a die. Oh, also at the start of the turn, they're going to remove a status token to get an arrow out. So that's going to be a burning arrow, and we're going to reveal another light. Geez, okay, sure, great, cool, awesome. So now it's my turn. I think I'm going to play use my Summon Stellar Oracle at this point. So this is going to exhaust this. This costs a moon, which I do not have. So I guess I'm going to have to... I can actually just... I'm going to need another moon eventually anyways. I'm going to need 2 moons eventually anyways. Yeah, so I guess I might as well meditate 2 cards. Please don't be... Okay, I didn't get my Tailwinds in there, so I'm going to meditate these into Owls as well for my side action. And then for my main action, I am going to use the Summon Stellar Oracle. So that's going to cost a moon and a basic to get a Stellar Oracle out, and this has Divination 2. When this unit comes into play, draw 2 cards. If I do, place a card from my hand on top of my draw pile. So I'm hoping for a Tailwind. I got a Tailwind, nice. So I'm no longer need to worry about my Tailwind getting meditated. I have, however, used my side action already, so I can't play it this turn. So now it's going to be their turn. Roll another crown, I suppose. Let's just get that crown out of the way. Yeah, it's another crown. Alright, so once again, these are all going to turn into basics. I cannot believe that I rolled that many crowns in a row. Okay, whatever. So they're going to get another status token, and we're going to reveal a quick shot. So now, when quick shot comes into play, I put a status token onto Indiri Aldair, and from now on, they're just going to attack from left to right, so they're going to attack with the lion weight, and every single unit has a center icon, so they're just going to attack all at once and one final blow. I think I am prepared for that, though. I'm fairly certain of that. Yes, okay. So, side action, I'm going to play my Tailwind, and then for my main action, I'm going to play my Summon Galewind Hawk, or I'm going to use my Summon Galewind Hawk. This is going to cost a moon and a leaf to put a Tailwind Hawk into play, and Galewind Hawk into play, and this is one of my favorite units for Astral. This has Gale Winds. When this unit is declared as an attacker, I may choose a natural or astral die in my exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. So when Galewind Hawk attacks, I can either put an astral die onto my Phoenixborn, who currently still has one, or on any card basically, or I can use a frog or a leaf to just deal 1 damage to anything I want. So that's pretty cool. Now it's their turn. They have no face-down units, so they're just going to attack from left to right, so it's going to be Lion Weight, Quick Shot, and Burning Arrow. Burning Arrow, when they attack, they have Aggressive 1. When this unit is declared as an attacker, add 1 to its attack value for the remainder of the turn, so this is going to be attacking for 2. I guess I am going to use my... I have to block both of these units before I can block the Lion Weight. I think I'm going to use both Cloud Spirits to block the Burning Arrow and the Quick Shot, so these are going to go away. And then these are both going to be defeated. The Quick Shot has Blood 1, so that's going to deal 1 damage to Indiri. Oh, wait, no, hold up. Because of the status token on Indiri, before he attacks, he would also reveal another arrow, and that is going to be Entangling Arrow, who is also going to be attacking. And Entangling Arrow has Tango 2. When this unit is declared as an attacker, target opposing player must lower 2 non-basic dice in their active pool 1 level. I only have 1 non-basic dice, but that's going to turn it into a moon. That's okay, though. I can still use the moon for Arren Frostpeak's ability. So this Burning Arrow is going to go into the arrow pile. This Quick Shot is going to be discarded. They have already taken the 1 blood damage. And I still need to block this Entangling Arrow before I can block the Lion Weight. I think I'm going to have my Stellar Oracle block this Entangling Arrow. I'm realizing that I can use Arren Frostpeak's ability to kill one of the Fletches. So my Stellar Oracle is going to block one of these Entangling Arrows. So that is going to be destroyed, and my Entangling Arrow is going to take 1 damage from that. Because all non-unseen aspects were blocked, I can block the Lion Weight, so my Skybreak Captain is going to block one of the Lion Weights, and he's going to take 3 damage, minus 1 from this Astro die. So he's going to take 2 damage, and he's still alive, and his Astro die gets exhausted, and the Lion Weight is going to be destroyed from the counterattack, dealing 2 blood damage to Indiri. I am not going to block this Lion Weight with my Galewind Hawk, because I need it to destroy the Fletch. So I am going to take 2 damage, or 3 damage, but one of them is prevented by that Astro die. Yeah, that's way better. This is a way better board state. So now it's my turn, and I'm going to side action, use Arren Frostpeak's ability, use an Astro die, or a moon, and exhaust Arren Frostpeak. Deal 1 damage to target unit and opponent controls. Place an Astro Die from my exhausted pool onto this Phoenixborn, and that's going to deal 1 damage to this Fletch. So this Fletch is going to be destroyed, and that's going to deal 1 blood damage to Indiri. That was my side action. Because it was destroyed, it's going to give Indiri a status token. Tailwind Hawk is then going to attack, and I'm going to use the Tailwind's ability. When I declare it as an attacker, I can use a leaf from my exhausted pool to deal 1 damage to a unit they control, and that's going to deal 1 damage to this Fletch, who is going to give them a status token, and 1 blood damage, putting them up to 5 damage. And I'm attacking the Lion Weight. So let's roll to see if Indiri guards this. So on a basic, they will guard. On a non-basic, they won't guard. And that is a non-basic, so they don't guard this attack. So the Lion Weight is now destroyed, dealing 2 blood damage to Indiri Aldair. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. So that's all of my stuff. And now they are going to have a turn. Even though they have no units, they still get a turn, and they're going to use a status token to get a random arrow out. So I should shuffle this arrow pile. And we reveal a random arrow that is going to be an entangling arrow. That's fine. So entangling arrow is then going to attack, but because I don't have any dice, they're not going to lower any dice. And I am going to take 1 damage, which is prevented by this Astro Die that is on me. I am exhausted with everything I have exhausted, so I'm just going to keep doing that. So they're going to reveal another arrow. And this time it's going to be a burning arrow, so I'm going to take 2 damage from this, because when they attack, they increase their attack by 2. Followed by a whistling arrow. This is terrifying. It cannot be blocked or guarded against by units with an attack value of 1 or less. So that's going to deal me 1 more damage, putting me up to 5 damage out of 15. Okay. I think that was a decent round 1. That was fine. So now we are going to clean up. So everything on exhaust, everything gets 1 exhaustion token removed. Everyone recovers. So my Skybreak Captain has 2 recoveries. They're going to recover for 2. My Stellar Oracle has 0 recovery. My Tailwind Hawk has 0 recovery, but they're not damaged. And we're also now going to refill the battlefield up to 5 aspects, followed by giving them a status token for every living aspect they have. They have 0 aspects. And now we're going to activate the ready spell. So this is going to be deal 2 damage to each opposing player's leftmost unit. So my Skybreak Captain is going to take 2 damage, but they're still alive. Place 1 random arrow onto each of the battlefields. So they're going to get a burning arrow, and then remove this ready spell from the game, proceeding to ready spell 2. And now the Dragonborn goes first. I should also roll my dice to see what I get. That's 2 owls, 2 moons, 2 basics. I can't see what's on this side of the dice tray. Hopefully I'm not knocking anything over. So that's a 3rd moon, and 2 basic and 1 leaf. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. Let's draw a hand size of 5. Unfortunately, I know I'm not going to get another Tailwind, which I would have really liked to have. So that's going to be 5 cards for Javelinair, Skybreak Captain, Javelinair, Gathering Clouds, and Cirrus Ranger. So Indiri is going to roll to see what they do. That's going to be a dragon. Dragon is reveal and attack with the revealed aspect, so that's going to be a volley of arrows. Volley of arrow comes into play with 2 status tokens on them, and they are going to, at the beginning of the Dragonborn's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit to put a random arrow conjured aspect onto this battlefield. But because it has a center icon and it is attacking, the burning arrow and the volley arrows are both attacking right now. I'm going to have my Stellar Oracle block the volley of arrows, which will defeat it, dealing 2 blood damage to Indiri, and for the burning arrow, I'm going to have my Skybreak Captain block that one. He has served his purpose, so the burning arrow is now also defeated. Okay. I think this turn I kind of want to spend it setting up, so I'm going to use my Gathering Clouds. This is going to cost a moon and a basic. For the basic, I'm going to use a leaf. A natural die, I mean. So my Gathering Clouds is going to give me my 2 Cloud Spirits back and an Astro Die from my exhausted pool onto my Phoenixborn. That's my main and my side action, and now it's going to be their turn. So we roll to see what they do. That's going to be a crown. That raises this to a crown as well, and now we're going to reveal a Lion Weight. Okay, Lion Weight being out there is inconvenient, but I do have my Cloud Spirits to block it. I have Javelinair, Skybreak Captain, and Cirrus Ranger. When this unit comes into play, if my Phoenixborn has an Astro Die on it, deal 1 damage to target Phoenixborn and opponent controls, and lower 1 die. Okay, that sounds good. So I'm going to use my Cirrus Ranger. That's going to cost a moon and a basic to play Cirrus Ranger. And this has Aerial Ambush 1. When this unit comes into play, my Phoenixborn has an Astro Die on it. So I get to deal 1 damage to their Phoenixborn, so that's going to put them from 9 damage up to 10 out of 30. And I get to lower 1 die in their active pool 1 level, so I'm going to turn a crown back into a basic. Not that it matters, they're going to roll another crown anyways to turn that back into a crown and give them a status token. So just theorizing here, what can I do? So if I use my Tailwinds next turn, I can give each of my units plus 2 attack. So that's going to be 4, 7, 10, 14 damage if I attacked all at once with my stuff. I still need some more damage, so I'm not going to be doing that just yet. Now it's going to be their turn. We're going to roll to see what they do. Yep, I rolled a crown, turns this into a crown, which gives them a status token, which then also turns these all back into basics. I don't understand how I'm rolling so many crowns. They're also going to remove the status token that they already had on them to get a whistling arrow out, and the crown is just reveal. So they're going to reveal a god shield. This has armored 1. After this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage from being received, but that's okay. They don't have a shield aspect or shield icon. That's the only thing I really care about, to be completely honest. So I am going to use... Ooh, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I like this idea. So what I'm thinking is that if I do another summon Galewind Hawk, I can get a Galewind Hawk out, and then when they attack, I can use both of them to deal 1 damage to the Lion Weight twice. So that's blood 2. So that would be 2 more damage onto Indiri. And then if I rush with everyone, with the plus 2 attack, that would be 8, 11, 14, 18, plus the 2 blood damage, so that would be 20 damage in 1 hit, and Indiri would be destroyed. So I think I'm going to use my Summon Galewind Hawk. This is going to cost a moon and a leaf to put out my second Galewind Hawk. For my side action, I'm still not going to do anything, and now it's going to be their turn. No, side action, I'm going to meditate 2 cards, turning both of these into owls. Because when the Whistling Arrow attacks, well, just in case they lower my dice. Okay, the Whistling Arrow won't do that, but just in case they get out an Entangling Arrow and force me to lower 2 dice, I want to have my owls out. So now it's their turn, they're going to get another random arrow, and it's a burning arrow, and we're going to roll to see what they do. That's going to be a basic. Wow, okay, so now they're just going to attack. So they're attacking with everyone, and I'm not going to block a single one of these hits. This is important. This is now going to be exhausted, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 6 damage. These are going to go away. 1 of that damage is prevented by my Astro die, and I am going to be up to 10 damage now. So we're both at 10 damage, and now it's my turn, and I need an Astro die on Arren Frostpeak. So I think for my Astro die, I'm going to use Arren Frostpeak's ability, exhaust myself, use a moon, deal 1 damage to target unit an opponent controls. Because the Lion Weight is exhausted, they can now be targeted by my attack spells and abilities or dice powers, so I get to deal 1 damage to the Lion Weight. I can't deal it to the God Shield because I have armored 1. After this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 of that from being received, so that would deal 0 damage to them basically. But that would put an Astro die onto Arren Frostpeak, so that's my side action. For my main action, I guess I might as well play a Javelineer. I might as well. So get a Javelineer out. I have a battlefield limit of 7, so I currently have 6 units out. And now it's going to be their turn. As long as I can prevent this, keep this die on me, I will be good. So let's roll the dice. Oh, wait, no, I think... Oh, wait a second. If they attack with the God Shield... No, that's going to attack the Javelineer because it attacks the rightmost aspect. I'm still good. I'm still good. Okay. So rolling the dice, that's going to be a crown. So they're going to lose. Crown is going to turn this into a crown. And they're going to reveal as... Oh, this could be a guard unit. It's not a guard unit. Okay, so they're going to get a status token. They're going to get a status token. They did not get a shield aspect. So I'm good. So, now it's my turn. Tailwind has side action, exhaust. If my Phoenixborn has an Astro die on it, add 1 to the attack value of all units you currently control for the remainder of the turn. So every unit I control is going to get +1 attack, and it has focus 1. You may spend 1 dice to take 1 additional side action this turn. So I'm going to use an Astro die to give myself a second side action this turn. And with that second side action, I'm going to use my second Tailwind to give all my units another +1 attack till the end of the turn. I don't have any other side actions, I don't think, so there's no point in playing anything else. So now for my main action, I'm just going to attack with everyone who has +1 attack, He has no shield aspects. When the Tailwind Hawks attack, there's 2 of them. I'm going to activate both of my natural dice in my discard, or in my exhaust pool. So that's going to defeat the Lion Weight, dealing 2 blood damage to Indiri. And that's also going to defeat this Quick Shot, dealing 1 blood damage to Indiri. And now he's not blocking with anything, despite God's Shield being called Shield. It has no shield aspect. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21 damage straight to Indiri Aldair. And he is now at 34 out of 30 damage, and he has lost. Yeah, Tailwind's kind of strong. Okay, so that was my version of upgrading Arren Frostpeak's deck using only cards from the Ashes Ascendancy set, not anything from Red Rains or anything before that. Fighting against Indiri Aldair, I'm starting to think that maybe I actually should have played with 6 aspects, but whatever. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.